Cream ice or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Who wants ice cream? Done. Okay, so we'll make Payday Ice Cream.
Glad we could make it.
There are, amazingly enough, 2 ingredients.
Ready to roll here?
I'm ready. Let me know when you're on, when I'm on.
Wait till I'm out.
Oh, sorry. What am I?
The general flunky here.
Of course, you see that we have fun here, right? And that's the whole business is fun. Now, I'm glad I brought that up. You're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to have hurdles. There's going to be snags. They'll either be concerned with people, equipment, customers, employees. You're going to hit snags. So, you have snags in every job. Except in ours, if you look past the snags, it's green pastures and lots of money. So, what do you mean you hope?
I said, I know.
Oh yeah, of course. That's a good thing. You know, you don't have to hope I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I mean, it's easy as pie. You give me 25 grand and I'll have you open and selling ice cream in, aside from the delivery on the machine, I'll have you ready to open up in a month. 3 weeks. With a location, with a signed lease, with all your kitchen set up, chairs and tables in there, and customers coming in the door. Okay, enough of that. So we're going to make ice cream, right? Okay. I originally was going to make, it's probably on there as Butterfinger, right?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to make, Butterfinger. But I went to the stores, and as you know, certain things are just ridiculous. You can't find them. I can't find Oreos are getting hard to get now. Butterfingers were non-existent. So I got Payday. And I came in early this morning. What was that? I came in early this morning. Ooh, Mike's following me. Is this as far as we go?
No, we can go further, but.
Remember the old movie? Slowly I turn, step by step. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's in the other freezer, though. We've reached our limit, right? I'm in the twilight zone. So I came in early this morning. The way to make any candy bar ice cream, Snickers, Kit Kat, Baby Ruth, Clark bars, Butterfinger, Payday, any candy bar. Look, she's getting her notes out. The way to make it is take that candy bar out of the wrapper, cut it into a few bite-sized pieces, and then put it in the freezer. Okay? You with me so far? Yeah. That's where we are up to now. Here's the, If you're buying Snickers ice cream, you've all had Snickers ice cream. For the most part, it's a fraud. It's vanilla ice cream with little pieces of Snickers running through it, right? And it's very disappointing because it's vanilla ice cream with little pieces of Snickers in it. What you really want, did you ever buy the Snickers bar ice creams in the store? Oh, now we're talking, right? Now there's ice cream that tastes like Snickers. So what I want all the candy bars, the ice cream to taste just like the candy bar, just like it. So Snickers, I don't care if there's pieces in it. I don't even want pieces in it. I want the ice cream to taste like Snickers ice cream, like you're biting into a Snickers ice cream bar. Same with Payday, same with Kit Kat, same with Baby Ruth, Clark bars, Butterfinger, any candy bar you can think of. And then you can even carry it forward. M&Ms. You order M&M ice cream every place. What are you getting? You're getting vanilla ice cream with M&Ms in it. That's not going to cut it. What we want is the world's greatest ice cream. And to make the world's greatest ice cream, the ice cream better taste like what that sign says it is. Nestle Crunch. I make Nestle Crunch ice cream. It's Nestle's Crunch. And the first thing people do, all my candy bars, Snickers, M&Ms, they all, you can watch them. They do this. Oh man, that tastes just like the candy. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. So I came in this morning and I cut up the Paydays into bite-sized pieces and I put them in here. Bite-sized pieces. And now we're going to go over to our friend Mr. Ninja. And let's see what we got here. We got, okay, almost enough. I need 3 pounds. I have 2.75 pounds. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these in here. The reason we're doing this, by the way, and the reason you would do it with Snickers and everything else, think about the cream that we're putting in the machine. If you take little pieces of Snickers bars and put them in, the cream is only touching a little bit of the Snickers bar, so it's not going to get a lot of the flavor. But if you make Payday dust, which is what we're going to do, we're going to make little teeny tiny pieces of Payday, zillions of them. Now when you put it with the cream, it's infusing it, and it's diluting, and it's spreading out into all the cream, and it'll taste like it. So let's grind these babies up. Get us a container. That's why this blend, you can't do this with a regular blender. You can hear when they're ready. You can hear when they're ready, when the big pops stop. That means that they're ground down. Now look at this. What's going to give you more flavor in an ice cream? This or this? So two more times and we should have it. You can tell it's ready, right? You know, you don't have to look at it. One more. Now, some people care about having the chunks in there. I don't. I want flavor. And besides, remember you have that Snickers ice cream, which is basically vanilla ice cream with Snickers? You almost break a tooth on it, you know, it's because it's frozen. No tooth breaking here. So there we are. Okay, let's see. Well, I guess we'll just get rolling. What do we got here? Now, what did we make last time? Salted caramel praline. Is it okay to go from that to this? Of course. Of course. Would we go to strawberry after that? No, no. We could go to chocolate probably.
No.
What?
Actually, no, because you're working with peanuts.
What about it?
You need to save that for the last batch of the day.
Nah, nonsense.
Yes, yes, yes. You should,
Nonsense.
in case of anybody that does have a peanut
Oh,
allergy. I
please.
I know. But I care about people, so you know,
Oh,
let's
but what? You're
save
saying
it.
I don't care about people?
No.
Here, just throw this in the sink for me.
Okay.
All right. So all we're going to add is mix into the machine, and we're going to need 5 quarts. So what do we have for 5 quarts? We have, this will do. Here's a 20-cent tip, free to you. When you're checking the measuring for something, whether you're using a little measuring cup or a big measuring cup like this, instead of pouring in and doing this, simply turn it. And now when you pour it in, whether it's a little measuring cup or a big one, you don't have to worry about reading it. You can see it plain as day right there. Whoa, that's a great tip. Nah, it isn't. It's okay. Okay, 5 quarts of mix. This is the world's simplest. I like simple, by the way, in making ice cream. We'll pour it in. For sticky, a little vanilla. How many ounces? 5. Five. And we'll turn it on. And now we'll add these Snickers.
Payday.
Payday. If you're going to make Snickers ice cream, this you do this and people will talk about it. Boom. Boom.
Could you turn this into Italian ice? Would you make
Where's all the spatulas?
I would make it a cream ice. I'm not a fan of making Italian ices that don't consist of.
Where's all the
If it's
spatulas?
got fruit, Italian ice all the way.
Look
If
under
it's
the table.
peanut butter.
Under the table?
chocolates, brownies, cream ice.
Christy, where's all the spatulas?
Probably where in the sink where you put them.
Great, thank you. We'll scrape down the sides there, and we'll get a couple of spoons to do our tasting. Although I don't have much doubt about this. That's all right, as long as we got one.
Yes.
Boy, that's good. And you still get a little peanuts in there. What are you going to do with it, right?
I looked at a copy. You don't know copies.
I found in making ice cream, the simpler the better. The fewer ingredients, the better. Not that I don't make some with 5 or 6, maybe 5 ingredients, but the simpler the better. Because if you think about it, the simpler the ingredients, the simpler the list, the less items, the more flavor you're getting from that item. If we made ice cream just with these cookies, what would you taste? These cookies. But if you start adding extra nuts and extra whatever, then you're not diluting it, but you're adding complexity to the flavor, and that'll take away from the guts. That being said, when I make Snickers ice cream, I do add 2 other things. I add some peanuts and I add some caramel, because that's what Snickers is. And I always go for more flavor. Everything I make, I want really flavorful. The ice cream we had before, salted caramel praline, I want that to hit you in the face. So I always, if it's Snickers, I'll add that. Payday, you got nothing to add. It's peanuts out the wazoo. We could add a little caramel. There's some caramel in it, isn't there, that holds the peanuts on the nougat? So, well, we could add a little of that. We happen to have a little left.
Now you just increased your freezing time because you added some more sugar.
What?
I was telling them the increased in the freezing time because you just added more
Yes,
sugar.
more sugar, right. But it's okay. They got nowhere to go. Okay, now could you add chocolate chips to this? Of course. Could you add cherries? Sure. Because you're going to come up with something that's unique to your store. Nobody's ever had cherry Payday ice cream. But can it be bad? No. If it's got the good stuff in it, it can't be bad. It's not like you're adding lemon juice. You're adding another great sweet thing. What'd you call me? Another great sweet thing? So don't be afraid to play a little bit. You know, I didn't think we were going to add caramel, but there it was. It was just sitting there. It was begging to be added. Now these chips are calling me too. They're just sitting there calling me. Quick show of hands. Should we add chips? Yes or not? Yes? No? Oh, we don't add chips. We don't add chips. Now it's looking right at me. So I got to get rid of them because, Steve, get rid of these chips.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise they're going in.
Yeah, they're going right in here.
Now, would chips hurt it? No. Would chips help it? Maybe. Maybe you'll come up with a new flavor. Payday chocolate chip. Chocolate chip Payday. Maybe the company that makes Payday will say, whoa, what a great idea. And the next thing you know, Payday is coming with chocolate chips on the wrapper inside their candy bar because you invented it. Do you know what I invented? I invented the Chipwich. Remember Chipwich? 2 chocolate chip cookies, ice cream in the middle, rolled in chocolate chips on the edges. Mine. I invented that. The year was late 70s. My soon-to-be wife had a business. We were selling her amazing chocolate chip cookies in the town of Haddonfield, New Jersey. Point Pleasant, Haddonfield, Cherry Hill. We were selling to delis, restaurants, and they were buying our chocolate chip cookies. They were large ones, and they were very good cookies. And me, being a fat slob, thought, wow, imagine if I had her cookies with ice cream in the middle. So I did it. I put ice cream in the middle of 2 cookies, and it was like that fat. And I said, whoa, and I tasted it. It was beyond belief. And then she had her bag of chocolate, her bucket of chocolate chips to make the cookies with. So I took the thing and I rolled it in there. And there I had the world's first chipwich. Now, as luck would have it, we had a connection to a cookie man. Hang on. Oh my. Ooh. We knew Tootsie. Tootsie was he was the provider of cookies in the whole Northeast to all the supermarkets. If you wanted cookies, you went to Tootsie. So, and he was my father's friend. So I said, Toots, I got something I want you to try. And we brought over a few chipwiches. We brought over chipwiches. Tootsie tasted them. He went wild. He said, you can sell these. And he right away scribbled on a piece of paper a plastic thing, 6 of them in the freezer section. He said, this is what we'll do. And we said, oh boy. And I said to my wife, I said, go pick out a house. We're going to be phenomenally rich. Tootsie said, these chipwiches are going to sell like wild. And it was what he drew was a plastic, you know, a bubble plastic thing, 6 slots, 6 chipwiches. Wow, we're going to be so rich. I'm picturing Learjets, the whole thing. So Tootsie called me a few days later and he said, perfect. I need $50,000 to start. And then we'll work. He said, I got the packaging all arranged. I need 50,000 chipwiches. Well, that night, Rose and I sat down and we looked at each other and we had a decision to make. Either we abandon our whole life, borrow money, buy a factory, equip it with the Hobart mixers, the whole thing, and hire people, or we wave goodbye to the Learjet. And we just didn't want to take that jump. And in 6 months, what's in the supermarket? Chipwiches. They weren't as good as hers, but there's the chipwich story.
Okay, boys, he's in here. Come get him.
What'd he say?
I said,
What?
I said, okay, boys, come on in here. Come get him. That's amazing.
That's a true story.
That's a tough decision because
50,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a factory.
That's 150, 200 today. In today's money, who has that?
But you have to start a factory.
Yeah, you
know?
can't go from 0 to 1,000.
No, you can't make them in your house. We couldn't make 50,000 chipwiches in the house. Not going to happen.
Wow.
You're going to freak out when you taste this. Chocolate chips might have been in it, you know. I'm just saying.
And they're so good frozen at 2 in the morning when you can't
Chipwich.
sleep. Or just chocolate,
chocolate chips?
Yes, the semi-sweet
Boy, those
Toll House.
chipwich, you remember chipwich, right?
Very well. They were great. Huh.
Oh, every time I see a Learjet. We ready?
Yes.
Let's have it.
Give it another minute and a half. One of the questions every group asks is, when do you pull it? How do you know it's ready? But you didn't ask it, so we won't go into it.
When do you know when it's ready?
Oh, good question. Yours won't be ready when mine is. Hers will be ready at a different time. However, there is a constant. The constant is don't pull it too soon or too late. There's a parameter working there. It's probably a 3-minute parameter, Steve.
Yeah, because you pull a little. Everybody pulls different.
Right.
I pull
it
firmer
sooner.
than you do.
He pulls it firmer. And when you're doing a variegate or adding stuff, you want to pull it later, so it's harder. Otherwise, if it's softer, whatever variegate or additive you're putting in will dissipate through it, and you won't have that niceness. My rule of thumb is when it holds a peak in the bucket, it's ready. You see how this comes down? It goes like this. Ooh. When it holds the peak, that's when I like it. And it's like 2 minutes either way. You can screw it up.
Yeah.
But you won't, because first of all, you'll be so eager to taste that ice cream you just made. Okay, I think we're pretty good there. Now, Steve says, and rightfully so, when it cuts like a knife, he knows it's ready, right?
Yes, a little bit longer.
If you look at this, it's cutting like a knife. So, and this is something that in overnight you'll be an expert on it. You'll know when to do it. It's a natural thing. We ready?
No, I'm waiting on you.
I know, I'm stalling. Still thinking about those chocolate chips that could have been in here.
Jeff makes love to the machine. I make my ice cream and go.
You're right. I love making ice cream. I love tasting it. I love seeing people eat it. I love the reactions from people. Don't forget, you're going to make the world's best ice cream. Not the guy down the street, not Dairy Queen, not Frazie's, none of them.
Hey, Jeff, enough of this lovemaking. Let's
Okay,
eat.
let's eat. Okay, let's eat. I always wait for the compressor to go off, just to have it. There it is. You hear it? Woo, look at all that stuff going on in there.
Do you have another one?
Yeah, I got it.
Did you see how that peaked at the end in the tub? That's perfect.
Oh, baby.
And nobody has a peanut allergy, correct? Everybody's good? Okay.
Will you try this?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got chips.
No.
No,
we
there's no
didn't-
chips?
we didn't- You took them.
Oh, yes. This is the famous. No, I won't do it to you. I was going to say this is the famous Butterfingers.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Under a
This was
different
supposed
name.
to be Butterfingers. But it's okay. You know, it is this. If I didn't have Butterfingers and I bought Snickers, oh well.
Jeff wrote me twice last night and yesterday and the day before and said, "Can't get the Butterfingers. There's a supply shortage. I'm going to do Payday." I said, "Okay, fine. I'll change the paperwork." So as you see on your paperwork, it says it says Butterfingers. I'll grab a spoon.
Jeff, what does happen if you wait too long? Do you have a hard time getting it out of the machine?
No, it'll come out. The cylinders are canted 5 degrees, as I told you. You'll get them out. It's just what you like to taste. You know, that's.
It will get to a point where it makes it harder to get out because it's too thick. And it's not doing any disservice to the ice cream to pull it sooner. Well, it's just personal taste. And the work is already done. It is good.
This
You'll like
is good.
it. Yeah, you can certainly taste the Payday. Very nice.
That's good.
Yeah, don't fall in love with your own product
Why?
because you'll be on a perpetual diet.
I'm thinking of making this for the store.
Oh, you're not already?
No.
Oh, you should.
We've made Butterfinger and Snickers, but we haven't made.
You've got generations of little kids who don't know what Payday is.
No, nobody knows what Payday is.
Yeah,
Only
so
us old people.
They'll be surprised. Let them have a taste.
That is. That's damn. That's good. I don't even like payday. I like it.
And you got good
Yeah, I'm
crunch
with
in
you.
it.
I love it. It's good.
Very nice.
Hot.
You got the texture.
Boy,